Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our Venice game in EU4 with me, host like Marine, where we have flipped from a merchant republic because merchant republics are poo. Really bad. Really bad. No end of bad events as well. I don't know if it was just confirmation bias, but it just seemed the majority of events that we got as a merchant republic were pretty terrible. So we flipped to monarchy. We ditched our republican tradition to the point where we became a dictatorship, and then we flipped to a monarchy because after that you can become a monarchy. So we did. So we can play the Game of Thrones. We can also interact with the estates, which means we have the advisors that we want. It's only when you play a little game without the estates that you realise how strong it is being able to pick up an aggressive expansion advisor. Not an aggressive expansion, what I call an aggressive expansion advisor, an improved relations advisor, missionary strength. Not so much the military guy, but being able to roll a general every now and then is nice. And we popped out with not a bad dude, and his son isn't too bad either. Both exactly the same point spread, so what can you say? It's alright. And if he dies off a little bit too early, then our consort isn't horrific. I've seen worse. I've seen a much worse. So we'd just come out of a war with the Ottomans. We'd actually bankrupted them. It's going to get to... Oh yeah. We'd also cut off the Mamluks. Because when the Ottomans get weak, usually the Mamluks... We will probably have them as a rival, yeah. Usually the Mamluks kind of attack in and eat a lump kind of here. I didn't want that to happen. I want to keep the Ottomans for ourselves. Thankfully, this war that Mamluks have against this guy is to feed Dulkadir. So I very much doubt that they'll be taking land up to a border with the Ottomans, which is good for us. Also looked into making the Italian nation. Got really strong ideas, the Italians. It now comes up with a handy little pink over doodah of what you need as the Italian nation. So there are a few provinces that we need. We need Milan, we need Genoa, we need Siena, Ancona, and Roma. At that point we can flip to Mantua as well. I think I might have already said that, but Mantua is our vassal. At that point we get, I think, permanent claims over everything else. What does it say? Do I get permanent claims? Yeah, permanent claims on the Italian region, which, considering the development, although there aren't many provinces in Italy that you'd be going to war for without a claim, that would be silly. We break out the empire, but I need that to happen anyway. Remove Kebab for 60%. Not only removed Kebab, but pushed him into bankruptcy. I kind of want to keep Kebab around a little bit. I need this land. I would like all the Turkish stuff, although accepting the culture would be a little better. I think that's why he's struggling with his peasant rebels, just because he's bankrupt and he can't really fight. Oh well, never mind. So yeah, forming the Italian nation, and then I don't know what missions, sorry, the Italians have. It might be totally different. Paradox might have actually pulled the finger out their ass and actually thought about, well, what happens if someone forms a formable nation? Are we going to actually develop the mission tree for that formable nation? Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. Who knows? But the Italian stuff is fairly bland. You've got the three lines here that are generic, and then the two on either side are usually specific to the country. And the stuff that Venice gets is not brilliant. Trade efficiency for 10 years. Mercantilism and Diplo. The free Diplo is nice. 2 mercantilism. I can spend 200 Diplo on getting 2 mercantilism. Black Sea trade concession, trade power at 20 in Constantinople. We're dominant in the Constantinople node, and we're only going to be taking more from the Ottomans. Kandar is our vassal, so we've pretty much got the who's transferring power. So we've pretty much got the Constantinople node wrapped up. There's very little point in going down the Venetian missions, unfortunately. What was the other one? Oh yeah. And for this one, we have to be the strongest trade power in Genoa. Well, it could happen. It could happen. Whilst forming the Italian nation, we've already got friends for ourselves. We could conceivably take out Genoa. 2. That's just an estuary. This is Papal State as well. So conceivably we could get 2 centres of trade and an estuary. Well, they're saying that Aragon has the most power somehow. Probably the amount of ships they have. Aragon. Sure ships. Nope. Only 6 ships. All of his cap power comes from province trade power. Yeah, predominantly Valencia and Tarragona. So the 2 provinces down here. Valencia, Tarragona. Papal State. Genoa and Provence, 37 and 25. But we've got Firenze, which is 18 on its own. So pick up the 2 from the Papal State. The 37 to 25, add it to our 18. And then a load of ships. We'd probably be able to do that mission. Napoli would be nice as well, but Naples is getting integrated. Don't know why he's getting integrated though. I'm fairly certain that that Castile can just press a button and form Spain. Integrate stuff. But I don't know. Anyway, I digress. What's next? I'm improving relations with Naples because I would like to help the spread of institutions. If we can improve relations with Naples, we'll get the spread rate across the sea here. It's quite a few provinces actually. All of this coastline will start to pick it up, but it'll only spread if they are in the friendly, i.e., not in minus. I mean, Tunisia are counted as friendly. They're not friendly, but it's count for reasons of spreading of tech. As long as the numbers are in the green or in the plus, then you got pretty good spread there. Also declaring fabricating on this fool over here because he has no friends. Apparently Dulcadir okay. Apparently Dulcadir just wants this. Whether they just actually want that or whether they're going to take more is a different matter. We might cut through and take Urfa. Okay, Dulcadir. Let's not fabricate on you anymore because I don't have access to any. And that's a load of trade chips. We're going above and beyond in terms of trade chips. Also, I've just remembered I need to upgrade my trade fleet. But yeah, trying to dump a load of ships into Ragusa just to try and cut down. It's not too bad now. It was really bad. We were losing almost half of our ducats out up towards VM. Go to Alexandria instead. Do have a merchant down there steering. Just don't have any power. 10%. How much does 20 ships give us? 20%. Doubled our power. Can't argue with that really, can you? And that goes directly. I think it goes directly. Directly, yeah. The Alexandria stuff goes directly into the Ragusa node. Yeah, so it doesn't have to pass. Venice node. It doesn't have to pass through Ragusa. And anyone with caravan power here is really efficient at pulling things away. Have to start eating these people, or just get more efficient at at trade. That's why we took trade ideas. Reformation branches out. How wonderful for them. So who next? Who next? We've got Genoa here. Brings in the Papal States. We have on our truce list. Siena and Lucca get out. Oh, we did lots and lots of time for them. Parma. We pooped out a Parma and we pooped out an Urbino in the last war that we had. So we'll have to snaffle them up as well. Also, Switzerland. I would like Milan off you. No CB. If we do get a CB, we're just fighting Switzerland and the Palatinate. I'm fine with that. Let's get down the go. Don't know why we don't have a claim there. Must have dropped off. Also, where are all the troops? Scattered around the world, that's where they are. Well, get our Kozgi out. Get our troops back to somewhere where they can be of use. And the Ottomans. Ottomans no longer a great power, bless them. Portugal have insulted us. Portugal, who are you allied with? Castile and the Papal State. Okay. Good to know. Cyber protection trade in Alexandria, where you go. Hussite heretics. Dylan, hi. My cat creeping around in the background. I can hear him. It's as if I've got new things in my room, but I'd never bring new things in my room. But you have to check everything at least 8 times. In Naxos. Hussite heretics in Naxos. Why? No idea. No idea. What I do, I don't know why it's Hussite heretics, but I know why there's unrest here. The overextension, the submission to the Emperor, all that good stuff. Our legitimacy is quite low, and it's only going down because of our prestige as well, is it? No, it's going up, good. Yeah. Once we form Italy, it'll force us out of the HRE. Before then, I would like to have taken Milan, because Milan is part of Switzerland, who's inside the HRE. I don't want to be attacking into the HRE whilst I'm outside it, otherwise really bad things will happen. We'll probably end up losing this alliance with Austria anyway, once the relationship flips. I may spend some favours on gaining some trust with Austria. Improve relations to the max. Spend some of these favours to grab some more trust. That might preserve the alliance there. You never know. That way, if we do somehow take land in the HRE, say, I don't know, Switzerland allies Parma, and we can take a province of Switzerland, at least our friend Austria won't ask for it back. What's up, boy? What's up? Alright. A power rejection, I don't know if it's going up or going down. Oh, it's going down. I can't insult anyone because I think I've already insulted everyone that I can. Can't insult people that you have a truce with, and I have a truce with the Papal State, who's rotten. Dylan. Oi. He knows what he's doing. You can't insult people that you have a truce with. Where am I going? Oh, picked up Defender of the Faith as well. Because we had to rush through here because of a disaster that was going to fire. Internal conflicts might have been. I don't know what it was. It might have been internal conflicts. It was one of the disasters. where you need to be at 100%. Oh dear. Religious unity. We had to pick up, and then we took a lot of land off the Mamluks. The Mamluks, the Ottomans. I can't even speak today. It's a little bit warm. We took a lot of land off the Ottomans, and we ended up with being under 100% religious unity again. 34, 10 years worth in Venice. It's not ideal, but we still make a good amount of money. That is our claim on Milan. Now, how's our aggressive expansion in the HRE at the moment? Nope, wrong map mode. There we go. 17, we've got some 16s there, 31, close up to us. France is on the 29. I could do a favour in neither party. That's alright. They'll come back up again. People in Italy will be mega pissed off. But the people in Italy are intrusives. Siena Luca. For a good few years actually. For 6 years, Siena and Lucca are intrusives. Got Urbino and Parma. Yeah. And the Papal State as well. Alright, I think we go for that. Oh, keep forgetting. I can't walk straight through because of Austria. Austria, what are you doing, you fool? Why is this? You're going to go to war soon. You're going to go to war soon, and I need to be at war, otherwise you're going to end up dragging me into yours. Let's put our forts on. Where are you going? Right, recall from that fault. Let's have a look if that's working. It is. We've now got spread rate all the way down here. It'll be because of neighbouring country. Neighbouring friendly country has colonialism. That's a decent spread. So we're getting all of this from Naples. Sorry, boy. Move my sausage roll out of the way of your bed. There you go. So it's going to spread all the way down our coast now. So I might as well just wait for that. What's the penalty we're getting? 19%. We're nowhere near a cap, so we'll not take any more tech. We'll wait until this is spread further through us. We'll try and get this down to about 500. And then accept it. Austria, where are you going? Austria's ready for war. Austria's ready for war. Some of him is ready for war. But now he's gone. What are you doing? I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, can't wait for that. Declare war for that. Diplomatic insult CB on the Ottomans. No. We'll ease the tension. Because that's really good. Always take this one. You don't need diplomatic insult. There's no reason to go to war with someone for a diplomatic insult. Other than you don't have a CB against them, you can't get a CB against them, but there's a chance of them joining a coalition. You can diplomat. Oh, what have I done? Bollocks. You can say. Oh, I got access to you. Say Arquenlum was going to join a coalition, but we had a diplomatic insult CB, or we had a chance of getting a diplomatic insult CB on him. We could do that. We could declare war until we can put him in quite a long truce. Diplomatic insult CB. It's fucking horrific. That was the shittest of all the misclicks. Of all the misclicks. trying to stack up here because I know Switzerland will have a decent army, and I know that the plan. No, we don't need quite so many troops here. I was going to say, sometimes it's better to stack up and take the 1% attrition than risk them attacking into you and in unfavourable terrain. Oh, it's not bad, and losing loads and loads of men time and time again. Diplomatic insult CB. What the hell is this? There's no reason for it. Never take it. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I just did. Oh, well. We could take our idea. We're not going to be taking tech away. Tolerance of Heathens is nice. The idea cost is brilliant. Suddenly allows us to take national trade policy. Trade efficiency goes up. Makes up for the minus 20% trade efficiency that we get in our Venetian node. Or in the Venetian node for the next, I think it's about 7 years. Next one is an extra merchant, and then trade steering and caravan power. These two are going to be mega important. It's going to stop a lot of the Ragusan node, trade node stuff heading to Vienna. Oh, an extra merchant as well. Excellent. Oh, Platinum's quite big. Okay. And that should be our civil war ticking away. It might not tick away. We still need to pump our legitimacy up, which means spending military power on strengthening the government. Not too enamored with that. Although it may need to happen. Our legitimacy is not going up. Peasants. Yeah, they're just walking into more Ottoman stuff. Yeah, by the time we get it back into the Ottomans, all of this is going to be 100% devastated. It's just going to be crap land. Brilliant. Alright, so the Platinum stand up. Austria has given access because he has no idea. Cheers, Austria, my friend. So I'll take Milan. Actually, there's no reason. No, we'll take Milan. We'll jump on the capitals and such. That should be all. I won't bother chasing these down. There's no point. There's no forts down here for them to take. It's empty land. Who are you at war with? Aragon and the Papal State. Why? Defending against Savoy in the Savoyard conquest of Navarra. What? Attacking against the Papal State in the Savoyard. Oh, Novara. Right. Novara, right. It's like Navarra, what? It threw me because Aragon was involved as well, but then Aragon doesn't have Navarra. But no, Navarra, Novara. That's what happens when provinces change names, depending on who has them. But I will focus on the things that count, i.e. the forts. And they can put the Carpus Siege area all they want. It's not going to achieve anything. It'll spread a little bit of devastation. Nothing we can't deal with. We have the war goal, we have ticking war score. We can get onto your capital immediately. Thing is, I also now know where the majority of his troops are, so I don't need all of these troops here. So, we'll split down to the 9. And I come back out. You don't need 9 on there, you just need 6, so we'll leave 7. Who's underneath me? Mantua with 1,000. Alright, well, we'll take 1 off then. A little bit min-maxy, and there's no point in doing this really, not when you're at your cap. Although there is. I mean, there's a point doing it all the time, isn't there? But there's no great value to it. So breach walls on a 28. We should be able to beat them through the sieges. Anyway, if we wanted Milan, how much is it going to cost? Oh, it's going to cost a lot. France. I desperately need France out of that. And Augsburg for some reason. Yeah, you are in the vicinity. Alright, you come back. Also, let's go to the next song because that's the one that's a bit silly. Who else do we not want to join this coalition? Well, we don't want a coalition at all, full stop, but who can we conceivably get out? Augsburg and France, probably. Switzerland, probably not. It's like throwing a brick through someone's window and asking if it back, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, I took Milan off you, but can we be friends? Stalker dear. Now we should be alright with that. We should be okay with that. Why do you want access? War with the Papal State? Yes. Can we turn on the defensive edicts here? Just to slow them down a little bit. Gives us, you get this a lot in the game, where you're sieging. It turns into a big siege race, where we want this one to fall before that one falls, so we can get back and deal with it. Come on, it's a coin flip now. Oh, come on. Alright, and as long as we leave one dude behind, we retain our siege progress. Yeah, you didn't have to wait, did you? Whilst I was stuck at 49% for 3 ticks. No, you just take it on 35 the first time you got onto 35. It's confirmation bias, of course, but it still doesn't make it any easier. I am stacking everybody on this province though, because if they group together, especially with a half-decent leader, chances are they would be able to win this fight. With it being in the mountains, a -2 to every single roll, I'd rather take the attrition of standing these mountains for a while and take the fort than risk getting thrown off it by leaving the siege weak, i.e. just having 9 people on there. They would attack into 9 people, they will not attack into 27, it would appear. So sometimes taking a little bit of attrition is better than... and now they've moved off, I can move people away now. Sometimes taking a little bit of attrition is a better option. I'm down to 0 already. Love it. Are we going to struggle with this one as well? Yeah. I mean, with it being in the mountains. You're not in the mountains. You're in the hills, which gives local defensiveness +10. But then so is Treviso. You're in the hills. Local defensiveness. Mountains gives local defensiveness +25, I believe. Yep. So, our ticks will be a little bit slower than his. Almost gone bankrupt for the 2nd time. Excellent. Yeah, maintain with France. Might even send France a gift. Bullshit. All right. I'll play a silly game. Oh, Aragon's the new Pope man. And the Pope man has lost all of his stuff here. Provence has been pooped back out, which means France is going to snaffle it. Damn it. No one. Quarantine is important, let them all die, of course. You feel you're making gains because of the stupid siege racing thing that's been going on. Right, you come back from Switzerland. Right, France is now off that, and Augsburg is now off that, purely because we've been, well, not only the aggressive expansion has been taken away with them, but also because they have good opinion of us. We're not going to be able to get Ottomans off ever, we're just going to have to keep attacking into them. Same with Genoa, same with Papal State, but then Papal State is our rival, what do you expect? Where's he gone? Why are you here? Random fault. Random fault that I had still up to get rid of devastation. We had 50 devastation in ISIL. I think the Hungarians devastated it when they were taking it from the Ottomans. Oh well. Anyway. Do you want that? He does. Any reason to stay in this? Not really. Better to get out and allow our aggressive expansions to start ticking down. And you can donate to our institution fund. There we go. Done. So, we now have Milan. Milan that has the inland centre of trade, which is, I think, all the centres of trade. Except for the temporary one that Austria has just set up because he's jealous. In the Venetian node. So that's 71%. 9 times out of 10 I don't put ships in my end node because I've usually I've got enough power in my end node. The ships are better off being placed elsewhere. Anyway, let's get you called. Holy Jesus. Do I pop out of Milan? That's a horrific amount. Let's give it to the burgers. Increase this this trade power, but still. Ah, 294. 294. I might just sit on it. Might just sit on it, not core it until I've gone to war with Papal State again. We'll take Cremona off the Papal State and feed Cremona and Milan to Mantua. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's an obscene amount. Hey Rathwan, things are going alright until I found out how much it was to call Milan. And then I was nearly a little bit ill in my face. But no, generally things are going alright. You're down to 619. That's good. Should continue to come down. But we'll have a bit of aggressive expansion around here now. Let's have you two back, and we'll improve relations with the people with outraged opinions of us. Outraged. There we go. It's usually quite a good one to go for. If you've got spare diplomats, lock them on outrage countries. Foreign spy detection, add a merchant. I think we're spending that merchant on Crimea if I was not mistaken. Go on there. Don't need one there because there's only one route out. Therefore all the power that we have here is getting directed. Because it's not our own node, all our power here is pushing 70% of whatever comes in here. Incoming plus the local out this way. However, of the 36 power we have here, we have no direction, so it's kind of getting spread evenly. So if we tell someone where to actually direct it, there we go. That's much better. This is not, but that's much better. Now we get the line share through to Constantinople as a kick-on effect, all the way down. 26,000. 26,000. Alright. And the clergy demand probably just the one province. 59 autonomy, whatever that is. Can't take any land off you. Anything that's got down to the cap of 25. Berries. Berries have got down to 25. Yep. We'll take the berries off him. Actually, we're fine with taking the berries off him. And not giving him anything else. Nobility, what about you? Do you have any provinces that have got down to the cap of 25? No. I mean, we've got some provinces here that have really high autonomy. 71. 71. So we can fob off to the next estate that gets a little bit pissy with us. And more provinces to Catholic. How long's that been up? I keep forgetting that I'm Defender of the Faith, and that I can have two missionaries going at the same time. And I'm not coring that. You can ram that all the way pre-bomb. No. So we just lost Defender of the Faith, but it's okay. We had it for actually longer than I thought we would have it. But it just means that any Catholic can call you into war if anyone of another faith attacks into them. I don't want to be defending people, just want it for the extra missionary. Did its job, I'll do. What are you? Serbian separatists? Yeah, I was going to say, I think he's going to go up to Sin. This, sorry, 16, 19, we all get there ahead of you. It is in the woods, it is a defensive terrain. You took terrain penalty plus a river crossing. Wall stack. -2 to every single one of your rolls. The longer that fight goes on for, the more debilitating it becomes for them. If you ever find yourself in a -2 situation, or God forbid a -3, then just get out as quickly as possible. The longer that fight goes on for, the more damaging it is. Nope. I'm not coring that Milan. That's why I've got. That's why I pumped out Mantua. Just he doesn't have any adjacency to it. That's coming down. What policies? Idea cost -10%. Really? What did we take? Humanist trade. Humanist trade gives you a policy of -10% idea cost. But humanist already has a -10% to idea cost. And I think... Wait. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that forming Italy gives us an idea cost discount as well. Nope. Nope, I'll mix that up with something else. Another country. France will Titans influence Genoa, that's fine. I keep clicking on this, but I'm never going to do that. Although, I'm either going to have to push my legitimacy up to 75, or I'm going to have to call this. Or I'm going to have to release a Milan. You're a Milanese, cool. That's a reconquest claim on... Yeah, go on then. Improve relations with Mantua, we'll get him integrated, and I'll pop out a Milan. Royal marriage, improve relations. We'll integrate Mantua, and instead we'll pop out Milan. Mantua doesn't have any cores. I was just going to feed him stuff, but at least Milan does have. Obviously Milan's not popped out yet, but Milan does have a few cores knocking about. I can reconquest for those. Okay. Okay. 1532. It's only about 1530. Trebizond, whereabouts? Kaffa. Alright, let's get ourselves all the way to Kaffa. Looks like the next one on the list. Or at least Kaffa adjacent. Foreign trade companies rises. Foreign trade competition rises. Proposed new tariff, 3 mercantilism, 4 mercantilism, and loads of loyalty. Yeah, how about 4 mercantilism? That sounds brilliant. Thank you very much. I'm not clicking you. I'm not covering that. Maybe we just do this all the way around, all the way down. We pop out Milan, and then we pop out a Pisa or something else down here. And then the Florence. And just keep them with 1 province minor and integrate them as soon as we can. Maybe that's the way to do it. Coring Milan for 200, how much was it? 200 no way. No way. New Draper in France, excellent. France, who are you at war with? Why? At war with Provence, probably. Attack against Provence to the French country. Yeah, I thought so. So France is going to get quite strong. Not just because of 1 province. What are you doing, Austria? Why are you taking 5% attrition in your own land? How stupid can you be? Random mercantilism events I do like. Mercantilism of 49%. Not bad. Already. Barely 100 years into the game. Almost halfway there to 100. Money for mercantilism? Why not? No, because the burghers are going to end up with too much influence. But can we burn that off? Granted multipliers? No. Nope. Oh well. Don't lose any benefits of it. Naples owned by England? What? Who are you all with? Talking extended in the Castilian English War. That's it. It's just the Castilian English War. For what? Defender against Castile in the Castilian English War. Is this a no CB war? That might be a no CB. It might be a diplomatic insult, something like that. No, it said that it was for a diplomatic insult. What could it be for? No idea. It's just Castile doesn't like England, therefore let's go to war. Sounds fun. Also, I've been saving this money up because... Okay, do you have a shipyard? You do. I need to upgrade my fleet. That's a lot of money. There we go. Sienna in a year. I don't know if I'm going to have a claim on him though. You briefly come back. Am I going to have a claim on you? No. Well, that's terrible. I'll wait for this. It did come down to about 500. So yeah, next time we build up some money, we'll grab this institution. One of our best generals will be sent to teach them about our methods. Helping hand. I got them. It's only military power. The weakest of all the powers. Also, Mancho, can I send you a gift? Just to, like, hurry this along a little bit. Shouldn't take too much. Yeah, why not? You can have access. How's our truce with Siena expired? He's not done anything. I think he's... Oh, he's involved in this war, isn't he? I'm waiting till the last second to pop out a Milan. I shouldn't though, really, should I? Because I'm not going to get our legitimacy up anytime soon. So I hate doing it. It's such a waste. Alright, Milan. Let's get you out. There we go. Well, that wasn't the plan. Oh well, yeah, you can have Brescia as well, why not? So I've knocked that on the head until we... I mean, it's not taken away, but until we get another lump of overextension. Also, my rebels, where have you gone? No idea. Trade steering, yes. And Milan immediately doesn't really like us. Let's improve relations with him. You come back from Manchuria because that's enough to get him integrated. Shouldn't take him too long. How many OPM clients can you have if you do that? We're already at the cap, or we're already beyond the cap. We've got 504 relations. We've got Kandar. I mean, you can have as many OPM people as you want. As many as you want. You can, for every one that you're over, you use 1 point here per month. But if you're not bothered about Diplo points, you can have as many as you want. But that's a little bit silly, because you need Diplo points in order to integrate. So going 1 up over the limit, going 2 over the limit, that's usually alright. I mean, you can focus Diplo and kind of make the points back up. Or chuck a better end of advisor in, just to make up the difference, but you don't really want to be going over by habit. So we'll integrate Mantua. We can go to war with the Papal State for reconquest for Milan, which will be a lot easier. Yeah, the 20 dev province. There's the amount of development that's up here. I wasn't going to spend 32 dev province Milan. A 32 dev province. It's going to cost what, 290 odd? Admin. That's horrific. No one needs that in their life. What dev have you got on your own? 52 dev on his own. He's got 2 provinces. Alright, we bring you back from Milan. And we attack into the Papal State. Ooh! Genoa. Genoa popped out of Siena then. Lithuania doesn't come in. Frankfurt, Switzerland, Parma do. For taking over core Cremona, it's just 25% aggressive expansion. That sounds like a plan to me. And why won't Lithuania get involved? What's the chance of you getting out fairly soon? No, not much. Oh, Portugal have insulted us. Interesting. Can't believe we're still rivaled. Enter the coalition, enter a coalition. Siena and the other fool have entered a coalition against us. Don't have a claim. Genoa. Don't have a claim. Damn it. Some Mamluks. So Palmerian as a co-belligerent. Parma, Switzerland, Frankfurt. We can immediately squish the Parma people. Fairly certain of that. Galleys, let's get you up and running. We're going to need you. You're now fixed. Let's have you protecting trade in Ragusa. Away you go. How much of an effect does it have? 60 ships. It's not much, is it? That's not much at all. Alright, Papal State. Lithuania doesn't come in. Frankfurt will. Switzerland will. And Parma will. So the reconquest. So it should be minimal aggressive expansion. I wanted to annihilate the Parmians. Oh. Also Milan. Let's improve relations with you because I'd really need you to get involved in these fights with me. Gonna do it with quite a few troops knocking around. Alright, that's Parma. That's Milan. Come to play. Hired by the Papal State. Okay. That'll show me a way around it. Yeah. I mean, you can pop out 2 or 3. I mean, I wouldn't go too far over your diplomatic relations. There are times to go over your diplomatic relations. That is if you've got mega high dev provinces that you need, that you'd rather integrate via spending diplo points than admin points. And the other way is for things like personal unions or the vassalization of someone who has a load of calls. Got a fair lump here. If we can get Palmer out, it's less people to fight. Also, Sienna itself. Come on, you come back. That's excellent, thank you very much. Palmer. Get you out for nothing. That'll be far too much, yeah. Far too much aggressive expansion. We'll go for war ups. Steer trade and money. There you go. Milan. I think Milan's in the farmland. It is. Let's try to take out the Sienna forces. The hired Sienna forces. Right, who's next? We should be pushing people out. Frankfurt, Switzerland, Papal State. Where's everyone else? Let's go and jump on Papal State stuff. You're already locked into Genoa. Let's try and mop you up there. We'll say in Palmer. Roma. Milan, I'd like you to deal with Roma if you don't mind. I think I've got a sneaking suspicion that you are military tech ahead of us. Nope. Someone is. Someone hits really hard. Can't be Frankfurt. Could be. No. Excellent. Let's step into our own land so we regenerate troops just that little bit quicker. Austria probably wants to come in. Now they can see that we're winning. Why not? Oh, Austria. Letting Papal State forces through, of course. I'll say a proper blockade of Roma would be better. Right, so minions are doing the work. They're spending their manpower. We're just guarding the boot. Also, Switzerland. I thought you were in there. There you are. Don't need anything from Switzerland. There's no point in pushing in there. Like I said, I just don't care about this. There's no forts over here until they get down to ISIL. If they want to go all the way down to ISIL, then they can be my guest. Siege of Roma is done. Excellent. Might as well take out Genoa as well. Milan. Jump on that for me, will you? Thank you. Oh, Kandar's here. Papal State. Right. I would like return cause Cremona to Milan. But could I get more? Probably. What would I want? Do need Genoa. That's terrible. Salzburg, Palatinate and Castile. Conceivably we might be able to get off the list. So we'll start with Castile and the Palatinate. Don't want to take more though. Slow and steady wins the race. However, to form Italy, we do need Genoa. Do we need Genoa? We do. Milan, Mantua, Genoa, Siena, Roma, and Ancona. Ancona, however, has fallen to the Naples. Ah, you. Of all the provinces you could take, Castile, of all the provinces you could feed to Naples, you decided that Ancona. Fine, we're going to come to blows with you. Sticking with Catholicism, yep, at the moment, but we might flip at some point. Might go Reformed. I don't usually go Reformed. I've heard it's quite strong. I usually go with Protestant, just because you can alter it to what you want. How many points can I save up? A few more. I mean, it looks bad. I'll grant that. This looks hilarious. Getting chased down by rebels. Love it. But we sit... Oh, good. But we sit on the places that we need to take, the forts that we need to take until they're fallen. We ignore what the enemy do. And then we go and poke them in the face. As they come back to retake their stuff. Trade efficiency and trade range, fair enough. Alright, who's on this list now? Salzburg is off, Palatinate is... Salzburg is on. Palatinate is off and and Castile is off. Salzburg, if we got you off there, I wouldn't mind taking Genoa. I mean, it's Reconquest CB, therefore the taking Genoa is outrageous amounts of aggressive expansion. I should just do this and revoke cause and do bits and pieces. Humiliate would be nice, actually. Yeah, we could probably take up to Humiliate. Alright, let's do that. We'll not take extra. We'll make sure that we've got claims on it before we go for it, and then declare over that specific thing. Also, institution in True Faith provinces. That's going to be immediately beneficial, but ship trade power propagation is also going to be fairly cool. Who else is in this? No one. Alright, let's bring you back and get you mothballed up. Yes. Yes, please. All of that. I'd like all of that. Thank you. What if I can bait him into a fight? Not my issue. I wonder if I can bait him into a fight. Into mountains. Alright, so there's the cap. Let's buy the institution. And now spend our money. Spend our points, should I say. Adamant. And the next one. And Beltec. And that's almost as up to date. Mission Trents and Torrents of Heretics. I got them. I could do with military ID group. Not just yet though. Corfu has come under the control of the Papal State, fair enough. Couldn't get there in time to trap him onto the island, but it's okay. Also, the ticks where we're not doing anything with our diplomat are fairly horrific. Where are you going? Up through Hungary. Could have probably just gone and sat on Frankfurt and got him out. Fitting is in the flat. Weight of numbers, it should be enough. I don't think you've got access. Anyway, so he's going to shatter back to friendly provinces that are over down here. Should be able to wipe out Frankfurt army. Frankfurtians? Frankfurtish? I don't know. Frankfurt, do you want out? I don't know. I can find out though. Mantra's been hit somewhere. No idea where. That is shattered all the way from down here. Frankfurt, would you like to go? No. But it'll take that. Warps as well. Plus some money. I don't need your money, it's just going to cause us inflation. There we go. So Reconquest CB, probably one of the better CBs. I think that's Milan fed all the way up. He did have Palmer at some point, but looks like his core has already gone. We do have Reconquest into Savoy if we need. Just allied with Brandenburg and Lucca. It's going to be easy. In fact, Lucca. Why are you steering trade to me? I know I beat you in a war once. Declare war over Siena. Let's do that. They are my transports. Let's put you in, okay. My galleys, I think I ended up picking up a trade ship. Let's have you protecting trade in. Alright, all my ships. All of my ships. I'm gonna figure this out. I don't think having ships here is doing much for me. 53 dropped down to 43. It's only given us a 10-point advantage there. We can do more things. We do better things with these ships. Gonna figure out what. Probably Alexandria actually. Marblix, did you embargo me? Yeah, maybe not then. Maybe it is Ragusa. Oh well. Right, people. Who's dropping off this list? The Ottomans in 36, Milan in 35, Tunis in July 36. Right. We'll line up on the Ottomans. It'll give our holy Jesus. It'll give our aggressive expansion over here just time to tick down a little bit. We're pretty much already there. We'll just jump onto a Danny immediately. Get our galleys down here. Now we need an idea group. What do we take? Military idea group. As soon to be Italy, maybe. What'd you go? Hey Yusuf and Piron. Sorry, I didn't notice the thing pop up. My goal, I was just seeing how Venice, how Merchant Republics play, or how Venice plays. I don't really play them that much because of the penalties to absolutism and all that good stuff, all that bad stuff, shall I say? So I'll just giving them a go. They're a little bit horrific. They really are. I'm not a fan. Not a fan of Merchant Republics one little bit. You seem to get a load of negative effects as well, and a load of negative events, shall I say? I don't know if it was just confirmation bias, but I seem to be getting negative event after negative event after negative event. Even with fairly high Republican tradition when we were a republic. It was silly. So we ended up flipping to a dictatorship and then through to a monarchy. We managed to keep our, what are they called? Our kind of sensitive trait. You can build these when you're a merchant republic, but when you flip out of being a merchant republic, you get to keep them as long as I think you keep Venice, which is an extra 10 power in the Constantinople node, the Crimea node. I think we built one up here. Ragusa node, I think we built one here as well. And then we're going to have a look into flip into Italy just to see what the missions are. But yeah, first goal of any Venetian playthrough is to remove the Ottomans, isn't it? I thought that was always written into the script. If you play Venice, you have to remove the Ottomans. That's pretty much how it works. But yeah, the Venetian ideas, they're good for trade, sort of. But even then, saying that, I was looking at the Italian ideas and they're almost as good in terms of trade. Let's just bring it up here. So you've got, let's go there so we can compare. You've got global trade power of plus 10%, galley combat ability right at the end after you've completed them all of an additional plus 25%, national sailors modifier. Italian traditions are 20% global trade power, so it beats Venice. Plus 50% improved relations, love this. The 50% improved relations, it's going to be brilliant. A stability cost modifier, these are all good. We're already dominant in the Mediterranean. We don't particularly need galley combat ability. 15% infantry combat ability, better than galley cost and naval force limit. Although naval force limit, you could argue more ships. Although going over your naval force limit isn't as debilitating as going over your, or isn't as penalising, sorry, as going over your army force limit. It's not as expensive. Plus, every trade ship that you put out kind of pays back for going over, doesn't it? By some margin. Galley cost and galley combat ability. I mean, we just picked up the half of the galley cost there and the galley combat ability that we're missing out on there. Probably quite a weak one for Italy. 33% national manpower modifier. That's pretty much quantity. You've got the best of one of the quantity idea group. We'll have a look at it in a little bit. National tax modifier. I mean, it's making us money, I suppose. Yearly prestige. High prestige is always good. 25% co-creation cost is godlike, and plus 20% for defense for completing the ambition is actually surprisingly really good, especially late game when it comes down to siege races. But yeah, the national manpower modifier plus 50%, but as Italy we get it plus 33, which I think is here in aristocratic. Why Savoy pink? Savoy's always pink. Savoy's always pink. Until they form the glorious nation of Sardinia Piedmont, and then they become like a duck egg blue. A little bit like Chavan. Is Chavan still here? No. A little bit like Transoxania, but more brilliant. And it's right here. I love it. Tried a few playthroughs of Savoy trying to make Sardinia Piedmont, but it's really difficult. Might have to be a culture switch. I might turn this into Sardinia Piedmont run. Turn it into Venice, and then culture switch. Sardinia Piedmont. We'll see. But right now, we are waiting for our truce with the Ottoderps to be over. Let's have at least one person on our Irish countries at all times. We're integrating Mantua because I was going to feed Mantua stuff, but then I realised if I feed him this, it's going to cut me off from fabricating down here. So I had to call these ourselves. We ended up taking Milan. Howard nearly vomited at the amount of dev that they had and how much it was going to cost to core. So pooped out Milan. It ended up taking Brescia off me, but something's a roundabout. We reconquested over Cremona, which was less aggressive expansion, and we can feed Novara, or Savoy for reconquest as well. I mean, it's pink, but it's kind of a weird. I don't know. Sometimes the graphics are a bit odd. Best blue in Italy is Aquilia. Pops out of here, doesn't he? Yeah, isn't it really dark blue? Aquilia. Similar to Aquinley. I don't know. But no, Sardinia Piedmont. Sardinia Piedmont is that a desktop background? Yeah. What blue would it be? Let's have a look. I don't know, but it's better than this. It's amazing. I don't know how to get it. I don't know how to. I'm not good with random windows. It's like when you have one screen, you don't notice or you don't realize how good it is to have two screens. And when you have two screens, suddenly you want three screens because you want to move more windows around and you want to have more access to stuff. Suddenly, when you have two screens isn't enough anymore. There's always once more. But yeah, I'll end up fiddling with things too much and end up closing the stream or something stupid like that. So that's Mantua nearly integrated. Mantua integrated 4 Diplo points, of course. We didn't call this. It's 28 dev province. It would have cost us 180 odd. I mean, if Milan was going to cost us 290 odd points to call, you're looking at about what, 180, maybe 200 points. Admin points to call Mantua. This way, we've only spent Diplo points on bringing it in, which is much easier. Anything you can do to save your admin points, if you want to do it. Also, Ottomans. Exactly what date? July. Oh, you are messed up, my friend. We do have conquest, we do have reconquest. We have holy war. Which mad bastard decided that a crusade against the Ottomans was a good idea? I mean, I love it, but we'll just holy war. That'd be brilliant. Yep, we'll holy war. Thanks, Waypole State. I don't know why you chose Ottomans, because you can't really get to them, but oh well. I wonder if I can support your independence. Integration is a slow process, indeed it is, but that's fine. What did we pick up? No mercenaries, unfortunately. I do like it when my people that I integrate give me mercenaries, because it means it's mercenaries that I haven't had to raise up here, so it hasn't dropped my professionalism. Go defensive ideas, the morale bonus is necessary. Yeah, we're not going to have any specific morale bonuses or any inherent morale bonuses to us playing as either Venice or Italy. So defensive, early defensive for them. Morale, the 15% morale bonus is a good shout. There are certain countries that don't need the need to go defensive. France is one of them. If you play as France, there's no point taking defensive really. Try to stack as much discipline as you can. You've already got Ilan in your ideas, your national ideas. There's only so much morale that you really need. Also, there is a coalition against us. So let's declare this war before he decides to join it. Why am I breaking a truce? Extra merchant, caravan power? Yeah, let's do that. Where do we put a merchant? Steering here. We don't need to steer in Constantinople because there's only one route out. So where do we go? Let's go to Aleppo to try steer more into Constantinople. Let's steer it into the node where we have more power. Alright, truce is over. Can't declare war to you now. Again, let's make it a show superiority rule. Do his vault. Let's get into him. Let's mess him up. Don't need Austria and Poland? No. I think they're still bankrupt. Ottomans, did we mess you up? Lots. No, they're not bankrupt anymore. We're fine. 20,000. Already at medium. You're at minus 36. I'm not taking over a minus 36. I'll take over a something that's in the positives. Yeah, got them. I could do with them increasing their opinion. A 4-5, actually, Poland. No, bring in Austria. Continue, yeah, let's continue on the Papal State. I mean, he hates us lots. Growing Merchant Republic, growing merchant community plus 100. So he's not joining coalitions, at the very least. There's got to be a point where we drop, oh, we've already dropped off his, he rivaled us at some point. And if the Pope man rivals you, it's pretty much good. It's pretty much constant excommunication. Proof relations advisor. When can we get you? 66. Really? No, 47. Right. So, 11 years for that. That's not good. We'll put the trade efficiency guy in your place, but we'll also kick you because you're level 1. So it's fairly cheap, be about 16 ducats. And we'll try and generate an improved relations guy. No, we've got a Diplo rep. Again, level 1, so we'll get him kicked. You're going to match away, so that's good for us. You're minus 43. Alright, I don't mind particularist sitting on Adene until they get into the positive war score, positive siege score, and then we can strike and take over. Also, I've just noted this, which means Hungary wants bits and pieces. Let's try and stop him from taking stuff adjacent to himself. What are you doing? It's almost as if the AI don't know what to do. Alright, well you can sit on that if you want. Did we get here first? We did. So we're covered off on the siege. The siege will fall to us. And the Marmadukes have left with that coalition. Let's try and snaffle some of their fleet, because it's hilarious. Didn't capture anything, but... Alright, jump into Macedonia, get a couple of ticks of repair. There's no point in losing a ship when we overpower them so much. Of all the provinces up here, we're not going to be able to take Buzau. So we might as well loot it down to the ground. There's very little point in stacking devastation. I mean, the provinces over here are sort of devastated because of the amount of rebels that the Ottomans have had over the past few years, because they've been bankrupt. Therefore, any rebels that did pop, he just couldn't deal with them because he didn't have any morale to deal with them with. So there's enough point in stacking even more devastation by looting these provinces that we conceivably will take ourselves. Okay, Ottoman separatists, good job on the war. All on outraged countries. Let's put all three on outraged countries, just for the moment. Circassian separatists. Go on, fire now. Good, 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 and also quite good. Go on, Circassian separatists. Pop up. You should get dragged onto Kajelli, because it's a friendly fort. No, he popped within range of a friendly fort, and yet he's not jumping onto it. That has surprised me. This surprised me even more. Why would you go from here straight to Ankara when you were within this fort zone of control? I suppose they took the fort after the rebels popped, which may have had an effect. Right. Let's force your fleet out onto us. We've cut the Ottomans off from the Mamluks, so the Mamluks can't see the Ottomans and think, right, I'll have a bit of that. Going to Silistria. No. $31,000 with a 3-1. $27 versus 31 should be okay. Apparently we have grown too big for somebody. Lithuania, I believe. Holy, what? Alright, Kev. Alright, let's... Oh, they're Muscovy. Austria, Hungary, Poland versus Muscovy. Might be able to do that. Let's get that built. So you come back. And the Papal States is now the Papal controller, which means we might get... No, we're not rivaled with them anymore, so we're not going to get excommunicated, and we have positive relations, therefore, again, not going to get excommunicated. But this is Milan, isn't it? It's both of them. But why? Let's improve relations with Kandar. I want to feed him up a little bit after this war, and then get him integrated. Right, you come back from Salzburg. You get the prestige? Yep. If I wanted stuff off you, what can I get? What if it was Kajelli and Bolu? Trabzon and this. With it being And Dew's Vault. No Diplo for anything. Celestry. Fully isolate you from the outside world so that you don't get attacked. Something like that. Plus maybe a humiliate if we can fire it in there. Earn land is click mouse. Pretty much, yeah. If you click the mouse enough, then you can earn all the land that you can see. Relative power of all vassals to Venice. Yeah, Venice is quite strong. Kandahar has got some good provinces in the north here. We're going to have to grow in line with the land that we feed to Kandahar. Well, relative to the land that we feed to Kandahar. Seems easy as fuck. It is. It is. Go for it. Oh no. I thought someone had popped out there. It's not, it's still the Ottomans. Good, because I need this. Oh, I would like this. I'll stop Karakorum eating into the Ottomans. Also, I don't know what's going on here. There's lots of... There's other countries going to pop out here. I'm just waiting for them. 23,000, eh? Right, let's go deal with them. You're in the woods. What are you? Serbian separatist. Chances are you're going to either go to Raska or Breventio after that. So we will line up around you. Trade efficiency. Got them. Nope, we can't give you the influence. Damn it. So one there. Nope. Try not to pass straight through the rebels, if you please. One in Raska. One in Tavor. And we'll have the rebels attack into us. Hopefully. In your own time. Oh. Can we get there before you? 14th, 13th, 17th? We can't. But it's into... Oh, it's just fight him. It's only rebels. I don't want more separatism. There's nothing I could do about this. I could do something about it. Admin points to spend. 5 years ahead of time. Admin points to spend. It's because I haven't been coring land over. But we are about to core a load of land. So I don't want to spend too many of these points. Look how Lithuania became the new Ming. Yeah. Lithuania kind of got free and ended up with like all of this land over here. I think it's what stopped Muscovy from becoming Russia. It's late for Muscovy to still be Muscovy and not be Russia. So let's just dev Venezia. We'll go with encouraged development. Venezia already has, the province of Venezia already has a Minister of the Waterways. So a 25% discount to tacking up. There we go. That'll do. I will save our admin points for when we're admiring. For when we're... Oh, words. Words are hard. For when we're coring provinces. Did we see Germany get knocked out by South Korea yesterday? How hilarious was that? Also, the Korean goalkeeper was amazing. Right, Lithuania. That embargo is now costly, so let's get rid of that. Who else is in this? Oh, Tunis, of course. Well, we can deal with Tunis. We picked up a boat. You stay there and get fixed. Everyone else, we can go blockade. Tunis. That's pretty much 100% blockade of Tunis. Nope. Yep. Once we've taken, once we've blockaded this, I'll be 100% blockade of Tunis, and he will want out at some point. Whilst our trade fleet is still going on. Oh, that one's right here. Where's that random 10 trade ships? Let's have you blockading this province. And the Mamelukes have given the Ottomans access, it would appear. Or they've given Tunis access. That should be 100% blockade of you. So we'll be taking your war score, your war exhaustion up. Should have done it right at the beginning of the war. Still, we're not far away from getting Tunis out. Lower latitude. Oh well, I tried nipples. I tried. Let's throw out some claims. Whilst you are at war, while Muscovy is at war, would he actually help you? Yeah, he would. Yeah, Muscovy's not taking a beating himself. You come back from Kiev. Who's this? Georgia. Who you allied to? Kara. Genoa itself is France, but we can split him up by declaring onto one of his minions, i.e. a trade league. You're still under Poland. We might have to break our alliance with Poland at some point. Oh, we can get off for what we want. Can't take a humiliate though, but I think I value the land more than the humiliate. Especially if it's as it's holy war. So we'll take that. This is dead land, so we cut you off anyway. We don't have to take Tokat. What else? Almost Genoa and the Mamelukes. That is fine. What else would I want for myself though? Feed that to Kangri. Feed that to Kandar, should I say. Turn course. Yes, return cores to Kandar. We'll take your coastline as well and feed that to Kandar as well, probably. Cut you off from outside interference. Take slave trade because it's a coastal province, and it will add a little bit more naval force limit. What else? Let's take Aden because it's part of a state. What else? And Vidin. Let's do that. I don't need war ups from a bankrupt Ottoman. There you go. Right, so Kandar grows a little bit more. Do we continue to feed him? He's already probably on the list of... he's not. He's not. We can feed Kandar a little bit. Let's pay for debt. We'll placate your local rulers. We'll also grant you the province of Bolu. Now usually I get rid of forts before giving them to vassals, but if continually having this fort drives Kandar into debt, means I can pay off his debt as well at a later date. Trebizond. And what's this called? Guria. That's all I can give you, really. 68 development, 73 development. I could probably give him Sliftry as well. Why have a dog and bark yourself? What's that left us with? 31 overextension. Not bad. Trade efficiency. Let's grab you. And we'll increase relations with Kandar. Can't roll marriage because they're not Catholic. Lose those ducats to preserve that professionalism, of course. And we'll immediately try to integrate him. We can already annex him. We just need their opinion to be 190. So as soon as they get to 190, we'll immediately start the process of integrating Kandar. They're getting a little bit big now. We have a looming disaster. I could do with spending on strengthening government. Changes by +84 per year. Which means we should be out of the pool. It needs to be above a 75. Let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. That way. Oh, we've lost the effects of a crusade. Should probably have kept in there a long time, a little bit longer. But the longer you're in it, the more war exhaustion that you have, and then you get called for peace, and your aggressive expansion isn't ticking down whilst you're at war. So as good as crusade is. Also, Dude's Vault. Dude's Vault is a little bit OP. Don't use it often, but when I do manage to use it, it can take a lot. Lithuania and Belly can deal with their own in the game without Big Brother Poland to get them in line. Lithuania were doing alright. Lithuania probably still has cores over here. So you can see how Lithuania got all the way over here. It was huge, but then I think his lack of allies kind of let him down. If they'd have actually allied with Poland, I think they'd have done really well that game. May have even formed the PLC. Oh, Brandenburg's been excommunicated. Weren't you allied with Brandenburg at one point? Perhaps not. Alright, a little bit of autonomy. Less people I'm spending on rebels, the better. Also, because we're still part of the HRE. Terrible things. Terrible things in the shape of, I think it's +3 to unrest everywhere. Just because we decided to stay part of the HRE instead of breaking away. Which I think is fairly poopy. Mantua. Fort in the flat? Nope. Ferrara, Fort in the flat? Nope. How's our aggressive expansion in here? It's ticking away. Very slowly. It's ticking away. So who would be next? You have to cancel the trade steering now. It doesn't drop off anymore. Which is bizarre. Alright. Genoa. Brings in France. Parma. Brings in Baden and the Papal State. Poland has declared war on the enemy. Conquest? How? How? Of course, Bazau. Damn it. I knew I should have cut him off. That's what happens when people get too small, and especially if they get into bankruptcy problems. Everybody around them decides to take lumps out of them. We preserved? Why did I think it was preversed? We preserved this lump of the Ottomans that only we can touch. So we will be the only ones that touch the Ottomans in this area. Yeah. But Poland will be going in for this. And I should have invited him into the war, actually. If I'd have invited him into the war, it would have given him exactly the same truce as us. That was a misstep. Did I join the HRE? I did, yeah. Because initially the Ottomans are scary as balls and I'm tiny. That's why. So for self-preservation, we decided to join the HRE. Also, there was a chance. I mean, these aren't far away. If we allied and guaranteed and etc, especially with the amount of power that we're going to get behind us in taking out the Ottoman areas, we could get onto the HRE throne fairly naturally. But no, we're going to form Italy, and Italy will exit the HRE anyway. So I was just messing about with Venetian starts, especially with it being Merchant Republic. I don't think I like Merchant Republics, if I'm being honest. Anyway, Parma. Parma brings in the Papal State and Lorraine. Urbino. Urbino is just to the Papal State. Papal State, we've already have a truce with. Siena is just Lucca. Lucca brought in as a co-belligerent brings in a few people. Guaranteed by the Papal State, you say? Savoy. Brings in Spain. That brings in Poland on the other side. That gets us to war with Spain. You don't want to come in because of our Diplo rep. Our Diplo rep is horrific, apparently. You're fighting another war. And again, our Diplo... What is going on with our Diplo rep? I thought we just integrated someone. Annex subjects and overextension, fair enough. Also, who do we choose? Some are fairly small, but that we can get to. Things like Kara. And maybe not the Mamluks just yet. I'll leave the other one empty. And who's on this list? Palmer in 45, Papal States in 47, Switzerland in 47, Frankfurt in 47, Tunis the Ottomans in 55. So yeah, probably Siena. Get into them. Can a republic become the emperor? No. Your government type is ineligible to become HRE dude. Therefore, you get a -1000 to your stuff. It's a bit like having a vagina. It gives you a -1000 for reasons people want to vote for you. So you can only become HRE dude as a monarchy. So kind of flipping to monarchies from Venice is probably the route to go, actually. I mean, you can muddle on as a merchant republic, but it's not fun. Oh, it's not fun. Yeah, merchant republics in CK2 are brilliant. I love them, but in EU4 they need to work. They really do. I'm gonna kill rougher nations to play. Get the trade nation feel without being a merchant republic. Yeah, there's a lot of money that passes through Kilburn. Was it the Zanzibar trade node that you can? Where's Africa gone? That you can turn into, as long as you cover off. If you start as Kilburn, take exploration, cover off on the Cape to stop anything going beyond Kilburn, and you can turn Zanzibar into a really good semi ender node. So they're good. I don't think so. I don't think republics can. I think the only exceptions might be maybe Netherlands. Maybe their kind of republic, monarchy kind of weirdness. They might, but don't hold me to that. But I know, especially when you go revolutionary republic, that stops you from becoming eligible to be the dude of the HRE. And when I checked before, when I was a merchant republic, it was a -1000 to everyone's reasons for voting for us. So I can only assume that being a republic is not a good thing in terms of HRE-ness. Seen Lebeck become emperor before. Maybe the switch government types could have done. Lebeck way, yeah, he might have done. He might have tanked his republican tradition enough to flip monarchy. Alright, Siena. I think it's Siena we're going towards. The knights. Need to take out the knights as well. Just brings in Luca. Don't really want to bring them in as a co-belligerent, but I might. I might take land off them anyway. Also, improve relations advisor. For full price. Do I really want to spend full price on an improved relations advisor? Are they actually that good? Yes, they are. Hands down they are. Can I get one from you? No, not until 47. Alright. I'll bite the bullet and pay. Improved relations is brilliant. It is the one thing that contributes a lot to the bringing down of your aggressive expansion. Hungary. Your opinion of my aggressive expansion is minus 45 comes down by 2.7 yearly. The higher we can push this number here, the improved relations, the more that comes down per year. Just means you spend less time sat on your ass waiting for coalitions to dry up. Anyway. Let's go mess them up. Excellent. Sack wipes are great. Means that Luca is not going to darken my doorstep ever again. Stack wipes are great. It means Siena are never going to darken my doorstep ever again. Also means we're now fighting 0 people. I like that. I like not having to fight people. I'm a pacifist at heart. Oh, you only need 3. Siena, you don't have a capital fort. How strange for you. We might as well go and stand in our own land. That way, if Siena ends up with rebels, we're not going to have to fight them. And we'll come and give you a blockade. Done. Siena will become Emperor before. Yep. I don't know what's wrong with that. I don't know if... don't know if they changed government types or what. I'm fairly certain Republic's on. I might have to Google it. You've made me doubt myself now. Let's build something. Build ships? No. Build manufacturers? Probably. Sharing faults. What? Yearly legitimacy. Could have done with you a little bit earlier. Monster is now an elector in the HRE. Why won't you allow me to be an elector? I don't mind being an elector. Ottomans. Who you allied with? No one else. And Lithuania's gone bankrupt, and that's a giant Kiev you've got there. Allied with the Marmadukes. Okay. Who do I want in the seat? Full defense roof? No, just level 1 will do. You've lived a fair few years. It's nice to see. Right, we'll smash your fleet, capture 0 ships, and give you a blockade. Also, I think we have a siege pip here. No, we don't. We just have a cannon. Well, 1 will help. A tiny bit. And that is us capped on admin. Always. I mean, I am telling them that they're following the wrong faith. Fair enough. What is this? No, get out of the way. You go back to protecting trade in Ragusa. Why did my trade ship suddenly get involved in that? No idea. Are we nearly done here? Right, you come back. One on to outrage countries. If I was to piece out Luca for all of his stuff, who gets pissed off? I'll be alright with taking that. I know I didn't bring them in as co-belligerent, but I can do that. Well, let's get Luca pieced out now, so some of that aggressive expansion can be ticking away by the time we've pieced out with Siena itself. Luca's not going to exist, so it's just going to be Siena, Mamluks, Ottomans, and Genoa, all of which, apart from Genoa, I think, are in truces. All Mamluks. Stability? Yep. Let's get you called. Use up some admin points. Bulgarian separatists. Chances are they're going to come back to Vidin. Of all the places, Bulgaria has cause kind of there. So, I'll go back to Vidin. Is that Bulgarian? No, Serbian. You're Bulgarian. Yep. Kandar, can you get off my face? Alright, you can stand and wait for the Bulgarian separatists. It's only in flat ground. Also, it looks like Poland's going to get rid of them. Thanks, Poland. You're the best. Hey, another random man. How are you today? Oh, we've been caught. We have been caught in Komchok. Just sounds bad. 3 dev, 3 dev, and what are you? 8 dev. Let's fabricate on the 8 dev. Next Crimean Court, I believe. You can come home from them. Oh, it's Mamluks, isn't it? Georgia's just Kara. Like guaranteed by Gazimuk. Komchuk. So that'll be a way of getting into him without getting the Mamluks involved. Also, it looks like the Mamluks vassalized, Diplo vassalized Dulkadir and got them integrated. Good job that we covered off all the way up here. Hardware, Georgia, Khorasan, Transoxania, Basra. Some big lumps there. Next war, I think we take stuff off Tunis if we can. Who are your rivals, Spain? France and the Mamluks. England, France and the Mamluks. You picked the rivals that are never going to work together against you. Also, Age of Reformation, Spanish tissues. Don't bother attacking into Spain. Unless you've already got them quite small. Right, you come back from Ubi now. Let's check how much this would cost. What would I want? Siena itself. Switzerland, Salzburg, France. Conceivably we could get out. Switzerland's going to drop off on its own. Our aggressive expansion comes down by like 2.9, maybe 3. So I'm going to work on France with the improving of relations. And a conversion, excellent. We can get France out. I'm not bothered about the others. No, you can't get out. I'm sorry. Can't get out until I want you to get out. Also, who is Milan? Let's lock somebody on Milan. I don't want anybody supporting his independence. That would be silly. Annex vassal -19, that's coming off. Return provinces, that's coming off as well. Yeah, we'll improve relations up to 200 with Milan. And we're capped on admin yet again. That's alright, we can take him. Still waiting to see Mamluk go colonist in another game like I saw in your Byzantium game. Yeah, that was really weird. The finding the Mamluks down in the Spice Islands, and it kind of makes sense because they've got access to this area before a lot of the Europeans have. So if you're playing in a Mamluks game, first obviously take out the Ottomans, but then if you can cut out this way, cover off on the islands that the Europeans used, I'll hop to the Madagascar kind of area and into India. That's pretty strong. They're in a really strong area, Mamluks. It's just a pity that they get stomped on so aggressively by the Ottomans. Savoyard Samoa. Oh, the ridiculousness. Scrub you. And you when we can. It'll be soon. Nope, gain the armor professionalism. There's a lot of red stuff there, but if it says you gain armor professionalism, you just click it. And you deal with the unrest wherever it is. Okay, recall from France. Let's see where we are. So France is no longer on the list because we'll peace out here. They might have the aggressive expansion penalty with us, but because of our opinion or their opinion of us is so high that even after everything's taken into consideration, they'll still be in positive relations. Therefore, they will not be eligible to join a coalition. Next. Improve relations with Salzburg. That shouldn't take too long. It's going to be exactly the same situation as Salzburg as with France. We'll peace out. They will feel the aggressive expansion, but because their opinion of us will be so high, they won't be able to join a coalition. Oh no, someone's dead. Our missionary strength guy. Clergy. Let's get the other minister then. Level 3 is half price. Can't go wrong. Level 3 is for full price. Painful but worth it. Ability when we can get that minister again. 47. As soon as we can get it, then we'll grab him. Although, might as well leave him until he dies. We can soak up the cost. That's not an issue. And we'll leave the nobility's improved relations advisor until this guy dies. That way we're not fishing around for another advisor. I think about 40 will do with Salzburg. Spain had just integrated Naples, which kind of makes them weaker. The more little people you have underneath there, the more powerful you are. They might not do what you want them to do, but they have their own little manpower pool they can abuse. And get rid of that as well. What about both of you? Who loses their shit? Tell you what, we could take that. Improved relations with Bavaria for 3 months. Improved relations with Switzerland for about the similar. And we could get both of these provinces. Forming Italy. What do we need again? Do need Siena. Don't need a Rezio. Oh, we need Ancona. Oh yeah, I've just remembered again. Okay. Again, the positives. Which is why I generally never integrate Hungary if I get them in a personal union. Yeah, big countries in personal unions, they're really, really strong. They really prop you up. Likes of... Austria's got really big. Bohemia, where have you gone? I think Bohemia has been integrated by Austria. There's a chance to integrate your personal unions. And because the lump had already been taken out of Bohemia, Bohemia was small enough to just, on monarch death, get integrated. And that's what's happened with Bohemia at a guess there. But having a big country like Bohemia, like Austria underneath you, in a personal union, you just have to keep prestige high. You can keep your prestige high, then keep the liberty desire down, and they can really add a lot to your fights. Useful little army. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Right, you come back from Milan on the next deck. I'll to take both now. Still Bavaria. That's Switzerland out. Our tradition? Nope. Professionalism. Thank you very much. In fact, at the end of this year, you're going to end up with Bavaria off this. There we go. I'll do. I'll get that caught ourselves. Seems like we seem to be swimming in admin points. The aggressive expansion is a little high. People are intrusives, or people are just, we've tickled them enough that they won't join a coalition. We do need Genoa that's owned by the Papal State of all people. We do need Urbino, who is guaranteed. No, he's just got an outright alliance with Spain. Of course, the one province minor has got an alliance with Spain. That's how it works. Alright. And the Papal State. Alright, we'll take out Urbino that way. Although saying that, declaring war into Urbino, we declare war into Papal State, we break Urbino's alliance with the Papal State. We then attack into Urbino, and it isolates Spain. Attacking into Spain brings in Poland, brings in Portugal, brings in Urbino. Now we can use Urbino. We can use Urbino to take Urbino, but we can also take Ancona off Spain. Ottoman no longer considers Venice's a rival. What chunk have they taken out of you? Oh, just the one province. All of that just for one province. What have you done? I need to. I need to before he gets any allies. Well, that was a little bit of a shock. Doesn't have a coastline. That's fine. Oh, you go back to Venice. Probably mothball you up. I wondered why he'd just taken one province. Now I don't need to wonder. There's a caravan out there. One thing I think the loss from CK to EU4 is losing vassals through diplomatic means. If I play Poland and force Teutonic Knights to be my vassal like they historically did. And there is no way for Brandenburg to essentially get through diplomatic means. You can't royal marriage people's vassals. Yeah. It's like your vassals can do some things and they can't do others. They can't royal marriage out and end up getting taken away from you. They can still mess you up, i.e. ask for military access with allies of your enemy, or just, I don't think outright with your enemy, but they make some really stupid decisions with asking for military access. I think in our Bohemia run we highlighted it. I think it was Bosnia. Bosnia, who had a good opinion of us, so he wasn't wanting to sell us down the river or anything. But he just ended up asking access from, I think it was Lithuania, off the top of my head, which allowed the Ottomans all the way around to get in behind us. I raged about that for a few days. So yeah, there's some diplomatic decisions that make sense, and then some that they can't, that there's not. I don't know. Probably get a DLC for it. I'll recall from you and recall from you. We'll set you lot up on just outrage countries. Just in general, outrage countries. You want peace? I can't allow that, I'm afraid. We'll get through Karaman before you've got through Sinope. What do we want from this? You come back from Palma. He obviously loves me. No, don't return things to Ottomans. Can feed you to Kandar. Which does more effort put into vassals, because even during this time period vassals were a big deal, at least until the 19th century. Yeah. How many people do I have here? think Sinope is in the flat. It is. Although we have pushed him off somehow. Right, so that's some half-price mints that we can get as and when we choose. Manufacturers. There you go. Oh, Lithuania have gone backwards. I think I'm going to sneeze. That'd be terrible. If you'll excuse me for 1 minute. Maybe not. Oh, Austria. Oh, Austria, you're getting really big. Oh, Austria. So he's inherited the throne of Bohemia. He's now inherited the throne of Austria. Oh, sun's getting real low. Sun's getting real low, Austria. It's a good job being my friend. Although, when we inevitably leave the HRE, really bad things are going to happen. Oh, Austria. Far too big. Far, far too big. Moscow cost versus other religions. Let's go for that. It'll have an immediate effect. Fairly certain that that Karaman haven't popped out as Catholic. No. Okay. We can feed Kandar here. Now we can feed ourselves. But it's just a case of how many people do want to add to this list. Can always come back for Karaman. We're not desperate. The Ottomans aren't going to... I mean, they could reconquest. But the Ottomans are in no fit shape for doing anything. Bavaria. He's shitting me. This one little... Alright. We'll get Bavaria out of that deal. I think that'll be it. We'll feed 2 provinces to Kandar. We'll take 2 provinces for ourselves. I think that'll be it. You come back from Urbino. Right, Frankfurt, Switzerland, Papal State. Papal State could join the coalition if he so chose. Don't think he would though. He's no longer our rival. Right, Varia. Down to 51. Could probably improve relations and get him off. Yeah, we'll take this. What else? War operations. Take some money as well. Keep all your calls. Kandar's going to be a bit big relative to us, but there we go. There we go. Kandar. Grant the province of this thing. And of Kasari. You get on with that. We'll also improve relations. Get you up to 190. Might even send him a gift. Depends if our other gift has worn off. And call either to ourselves. There we go. going to need to improve relations with you. We'll just get you annexed. Okay, Ottomans are getting smaller and smaller. Can't believe he's able to inherit Hungary. Yep. Hungary did have a lump here, but the Ottomans had also inherited Bohemia, so relatively they had got bigger. They got a load of Bohemian land. But yeah, Hungary was quite big. It would have been a really, really low % chance for him to inherit Hungary. The lucky bastard. What idea group did you take? Religious defensive influence. Imagine taking influence so that you can integrate Hungary at a later date. And then suddenly just inheriting him. Actually, influence. 1, 2, 3. Imagine getting here, like, yes. Right, now start the process on inheriting Hungary. And getting like 20% down the road and just inheriting it for free. I'd be raging. Well, maybe not raging, but I'd be dismayed at the Diplo points that I'd wasted. Right, so what are we? Ooh, that. That right now. Austria and Poland versus Spain. Yes. I need that in my life. Let's go. Galleys. Are you upgraded? You're upgraded. I think I may need some more. No 10 galleys. So 34 galleys versus, I don't know, Spain will probably have predominantly heavies, or you'll have a few heavies anyway. Right, so Spain has more galleys than us. It probably the fleets that he inherited from Aragon and Naples. I need some more galleys then. Influence is still pretty. Yeah, influence is still very good. It is, especially as someone in the HRE, especially as the leader of the HRE. Influence is amazing. Influence and diplomatic. If you're the leader of the HRE or wanting to be the leader of the HRE, the extra 2 diplo rep. The prestige to keep your, obviously your prestige high. The extra relations is good. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I value improved relations over the aggressive expansion impact, but it's, if you can get both, then it's best of both worlds. Aggressive expansion impact is still useful. It's just I do value improved relations a lot. Is that all my troops in? No, I guess still we're getting transported around. Right, I think I'm going to need all my trade ships in as well. Maybe not in. How are you protecting Ragusa? Keep you local. Also, in terms of troops, That's 6 cannons in all. There we go. And we'll allow manpower to build back up. Thing is, Spain is going to have to get access through France. It might get it, it might not. France does rival Spain. Depends if Savoy asks France for it. Although he would, I don't think he'd need it. But we're all lumped together. It will be this lump versus Spain, Savoy, who else? And Brandenburg. Brandenburg's already in the poop a little bit. He's got rebels. It might be best to push up to Brandenburg and try to push him out as quickly as possible. Right. Nobility. Recruit minister. Put him in the seat. Also, give me something a little bit better than 4 diamonds. Yeah, an outbreak of war. I think Poland will do it anyway. But we'll try to push out Brandenburg as quickly as we can. Now, Diplo influence, they're definitely the go-to ideas in diplomatic ideas. You pick up Diplo, you pick up influence, and then it's like, well, do I want anything else? I'd argue you only need those two in the diplomatic ideas. You can make arguments for other ideas groups, but certainly those two. Mega strong. Okay, so my boats are nearly done. I would like to do my usual of trying to snaffle a Spanish fleet somewhere. Maybe sink 7 or 8 galleys on the outbreak of war. In order to do that, let's try recruiting that, bro. Okay, he's alright. And more galleys. There you go. Should now have at least 10 more galleys. At least 10 more galleys in Venice. I think. Than Venice. I am Venice. Than Spain. I think Spain got rid of. Actually, where's Savoy on this list? That can sometimes catch you out. People who you don't really expect to have a decent fleet can rock up with 14 galleys in Sweden, 15 in the Malmö. Denmark's got 35 galleys, I suppose. Yeah, inland sea, I suppose. Anyway, a couple more galleys to get out. We'll wait till they're completed. No point going off half-cocked. Gain stability and missionary strength. Excellent. Love it. Right. Because no one knows how naval combat works, we're probably best off grouping up all of our ships. Excellent. and smashing them against the faces of the enemy. Well, no, I know a little bit of how it works, but it's still not as... It needs work. Naval combat needs work. He's upgrading anything, just the one. That's fine. Let's go find a Spanish fleet to shadow. I don't think he has anything in the mid. That's his transport fleet. We can blockade his transport fleet in just by using our trade ships. You're outside, you're inside the med. We can stop him transporting troops around. That'll make our life easier. Love trade ideas personally. Yeah, they can be useful. If you're not in a trade rich area, they can be really useful for you. Playing a horde on Native American, I think trade is strong. Yeah. I've never looked at trade and thought, I'll take that over Diplo or influence. He says. Whilst taking it before Diplo or influence. But yeah, you know what I mean. Not in a real game. This isn't a real game. This is just Venice. No one cares about Venice. No one cares about Merchant Republics. Let's call that there just to get your manpower recovery speed up a little bit. So what was the fight that we were doing? Oh, it was Milan's reconquest, wasn't it? Someone's missing from that list. Feels like someone's missing from this list. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm just being weird. Reconquest of Navarre. Let's go. Let's actually go. And we'll aim to push out immediately the Brandenburgish. This is looking good. This is looking good. I like it. Also, Spain, have you guaranteed anyone? Or do you have alliances with weird... Oh, you've got alliance with Urbino. It's good about opportunity to take out Urbino. While Spain won't get involved. Also saying that, it's an opportunity to get Spain involved in a fight. Although, declaring warranty brings in Urbino as well. We can take Ancona from Spain this time around. I don't want Ancona of Spain. Growth of the printing industry. Fair enough. Right. Max out. Cannons. Now we need a military leader. Can't get one from you. Please be good. He was not good. Max as well. That's a 9. No. Six artillery gives a 3 bonus. I don't think there's any point in... there is points in going higher, and we do have the money to support 10 artillery. So why not build them? Good point, well presented. There we go. Also, I'm going to pick up defensive because I think our armies are weak. Ugh, naval maintenance modifier. Don't make me laugh. Silesia? Who's Silesia under? Under Brandenburg, perhaps. Brandenburg, have you got Silesia? Yep, junior partner. Okay. Also, I'm going to focus military. We're doing a military idea group. Plus, we're weak at mill. Our heirs are weak at mill. We only have level 1 in the seat. Do you have a chance of getting another one? Another person. At level 3 morale of armies. Can we afford you though? We can. We could. Would it be worth it? 11 ducats per month? Probably. We'll see when we get into combat. Okay. So in terms of numbers, let's have a look how we stack up. Oh, we should be alright. As long as Spain wasn't running amok with landing troops everywhere, then I was going to be alright. As long as we can keep his fleet either blockaded inside the Med or his Atlantic fleet outside the Straits of Gibraltar, I think we'll be alright. I will just chew through. Could probably have got straight onto to Berlin. That was a misplay. Right, Spanner work on Brandenburg. You come back. I don't know why you're there. I do know why you're there, but you shouldn't be there right now. I'm going to stack up on this siege because I don't want them to hit me here. They still might do. Triple attack. Why not? Naval morale increase. Excellent. And the bonuses that being ahead of time bring. Trade efficiency. Also, build a force limit. Morale of armies. Don't mind if I do. Expand Venice. Lots of base tax and base production, etc. etc. in Venice. Don't mind if I do. Excellent. Uh-oh. Nope. Away as quickly as we can. How do we fight? That's fairly terrible. At this point we're swapping money for manpower. Ugh. That's horrific. Did hold him up though. Held him up long enough for one of the fights to conclude. And Poland, with his outrageous general, 4-5, to smash Brandenburg again. Yeah, that shouldn't take long. A siege of his capital, and that is Brandenburg out. And that's a good lump of men, actually. 10,000. Yeah, yeah. Also focuses the troops. So we're not having to deal with this. Poland and Austria can focus over here instead of having to look behind the shoulders. Look over the shoulders? Look behind the shoulders? Look over. Over, I think it is. Poland, what did you go for in terms of ideas? Admin, offensive, trade. And they can come out with amazing generals. Brandenburg rolled from a shattered retreat into another shattered retreat. I don't think Brandenburg's far away from getting out. "655 dies, new air, 446. How? How are you doing this? I never get stuff like that. No, it happens really rarely. There's very rarely that I get a good back-to-back air. Right, there's some big lumps knocking about around us, so I don't want to really step off the siege. Means we're taking attrition, but Brandenburg, is that you out? It is. War reps will go directly to us. Yeah, war reps will go directly to us. So we'll just get them out of here. Plus a little bit of money. There we go. So everyone can now focus on this area. All this versus this. We should be good. Let's go. Now in terms of numbers, what's that done? It's done good things. It's done good things. What's your fleet made up of here? And what attrition are you taking? That's fine. And let's take out the stuff that we want. Oh, there's going to be a fight there with a great general. Let's go back that up. And we're capped on admin. What do I do with all my spare admin points? If anyone's going to share their technology with us, it's going to be spread through our capital state first. So making sure that our capital state has a lot of dev, which means that when it does spread through us in its entirety, it's going to fill up a lot of this meter. So we'll do that for now. Right, jump onto Naples. Good and good, we only need 6. That'll do for you. The rest of you step off, I don't think we're going to be troubled down here too much. An extra conversion. Excellent, away you go. We could get 5% more morale of armies from Defender of the Faith if we so chose. Superior Hungarian genetics in this case. Normally I breed them. But how are the Ottomans looking? Oh, extra troops. Didn't realise I had extra troops knocking around. We're still keeping them out of the Med. The only fleet in here that's hostile is Savoy, which isn't going to be spreading too much nastiness. Yep. Although if I can wipe him out. Then why not? If we can force him back to port. Where are you going? He's underneath us. Hopefully he's going back to his home port, not a Castilian port. Oh, Russia formed. Hi, Russia. Immediately upon formation, Russia's like, tell me about the world. Well, there's a France and there's a Spain. The Ottomans are getting the poop pushed in. Oh, by who? The Venetians will rival them. How many rivals have we got now? Oh, all 3. Why have we not rivaled anyone? That's because we eat our rivals. I'm not good at setting rivals, especially when my rivals get eaten by myself. It's alright, that is the full bonus that we can get from cannons. Trying to keep the Savoyard fleet in. Just to cut down on the amount of war exhaustion. Yeah, attrition. I'll take a little bit from attrition. It's expected. But I don't want it from blockades. We have no sailors. I see. I wondered why we weren't generating health. Alright, collapse onto the siege. One at the siege of Naples, excellent. You want to fight me? 37 versus 34. We have almost, well, we have half of the back row. Spanish tercios. Spanish tercios. They're going to fight amazingly well. He'll take a river crossing. He'll take a river crossing. The train's crap. He'll take a river crossing. We do have a half decent morale. We can pick up Defender of the Faith if we need to. War enemies. No, it's the Spanish tercios. They're going to make a difference. Defensive is gone for them. The minus 30% shock damage received is insane. So yeah, we're probably going to lose this. Especially as he has a half decent general. Alright, time for both of you to shine. Okay. Came up with the goods. No, he's decided to go away. Fair enough. I would go away as well. We'll try and take all of the boot whilst we can, whilst he's going to give us time. And this is looking good. Even Kandar's getting involved. Love it. So, a 4-4. A 4-4 isn't bad. I expected worse. I'd have been happy with a 3-3. And because we have limited... What attrition are we taking here? Because we have limited Spain's ability to get into the Mediterranean and confined Savoy to his to Nice, we can get across here to Messina. We have no trouble. Hyundai succeeds the throne. What was that? Sometimes I hit the game. Austrian dude gets with 6-1 throne, 14 years. It claimed to be a succession war between me and France. Now he died with 76. I wonder a nobleman from House Hyundai succeeds the throne. Oh dear. Yeah, I was reading up on the exact science behind claiming thrones and how it's all different phases and how some of it is linked to the courier controller. It's outrageous. It's really complex as well. It's like if the courier controller has just come in, then you'll be in phase 1. 5 years after it switches to phase 2, and then you've got something like 25 years worth of phase 3. And if you're in phase 1 or 2, then you get a PU. If you're in phase 3, you have to fight for it, and all sorts. Don't need the siege pit. We'll come up and fight a lonely 1-stack though, with a little bit more morale. What are you doing, Astra? You silly. Right. Oh, we're getting there. We're doing a thing. Go take that condo? In Istria? No, not really. Local autonomy in Istria, go on then. It's only Istria. Well done, Kanda. Doing well. Right, España. I would like. Well, I need Ancona. There's no two ways about that. Oh no! That's so many people. You come back. Outrage countries. One of you. And the other one. Looks like we're going to be in this war for a while. All of this for just one province. Well, Siege of Messina, excellent. Let's take the other 2 provinces. Okay. And then we can come up and join the fight. Trading in wine is nice. What is that? Dominate Italian trade. Ooh. 100 Diplo and 2 Mercantilism. I'll take that. And 2 Mercantilism and all this good. Yeah, I'll take both of them. Why, thank you. We only dominate Genoan trade because we've taken the provinces in the Genoan trade node. Anyway, Spain. I wanted Ancona off you. That's a no. Well, we could turn that into a yes. In fact, after this war, after this fight's done, it might have just been ongoing fights that. No. What about through Savoy? He's probably had enough of this. Turn that to Milan. No. Oh, we haven't got the fort. We need Queno. Right. That's something that we can do. Whilst also taking the wall goal. That would be a really smart plan. Austria is just walking around mopping things up. have a siege bit? You do, you have 1 siege bit. Well, I will give you 10 cannons to add to that siege bit. Canada's going crazy. Right, so our allies have been pushed out of Spain. That's okay. Kind of collapsed down on this area. So we can all support each other. Can I get there quicker? Right, there's no point letting them past us. Yeah, find another route. Well, I suppose letting them past us here, it'll relieve pressure. No, we'll be alright. I'll take this. I want things off Spain. I want Ancona off Spain. If we can take Ancona off Spain, we can form Italy. Flanders. That's alright. He's not taking back any forts up here. Holy, 72. Teresa gets improved fortifications. Yes, please. It's a gateway to Venezia itself. We jump onto you. We can't. That's unfortunate. I like conversion. On you go. We'll squish the Savoyard fleet. Do we dismantle Spain now? España. I think I only need Ancona. I'm fairly certain I just need Ancona for what I need. Although Karaman and Salzburg, they'll not like it. Let's get them out. Let's give it till the end of the year. Improve relations with you. Improve relations with Karaman. Karaman's never getting out. Far too much aggressive expansion there. There's no point in even trying, I don't think. Oh, Salzburg is already out. As long as we can keep the Ottomans, Savoy, Karaman in a truce constantly, I'm not bothered about the rest. Probably going to go to war against Genoa fairly soon anyway. Milan, Roma, Ancona. So yeah, just Ancona. That gives us claims over. Once we've formed Italy, it'll give us claims over the rest. Can I make you release somebody? Not really. Sandini might be a good one to release. Can fabricate and eat him. That'll do. There you go. We'll call that ourselves. Everyone else, come back. And Savoy. I would like you to return that court to Milan. What else? Nope, too much. Though we have to be careful around here. Go warps. Steer trade. There we go. That'll do. That will do. So we've got Ancona. Next war with the Papal State, we need to take Rome off him, which is going to be a horrific amount of aggressive expansion. I didn't even need all those galleys. And who wants land? No, the burgers are just a little bit pissed off. We will grant monopoly charters, just bring the trade efficiency back up. We do make quite a bit on trade. Having low efficiency on trade is not good. Also, what am I left with here? You, but you're not fixed. Oh, payday 2. Payday 2 has a thing on at the moment. I'll have to turn those off. So who's next out of the truce list? Ottomans next year. Kamaran will probably have claims on you. Yep. Oh, Kazan. Kazan comes in. Okay. Well, we might as well get over there. Alright, call from Salzburg, and we'll just send you to outrage countries. And France is at war with Spain and Castilian and Brazil. Why? Saw that they were weak and went for it. The French conquest of Navarre. Okay. Alright. And one of our consorts has died. Not that care much. Let's set some rivals. Mamluks. Spain, why not? And Russia. What's this truce over? September. I don't think I'll need a fleet. Don't think I'll need this fleet for it. How are we taking attrition here? It's home mortars. So why have you got the skull and crossbones? For attrition. Ooh, Evangelical Union. Knights have joined the Catholic League. Right. Ottomans have joined the Protestant League. What? Which means now if I declare into you, I'm declaring as the Protestant League. Nope. It's declaring into the Empire. Into someone who is in the Protestant League. Yeah, okay. Right, well we can eliminate the Ottomans from the Protestant side of that. Not that it matters too much. We're not going to be in the HRE for much longer. Adam Vivek, you're enjoying good stuff. You can declare on any one of the leagues except the leaders. Okay. Anyone except the leaders? Oh. Let's try that out. East Frisia. Oh, East Frisia won't be in the HRE, will they? I'll test it out in a bit. Land leader maneuver. No, let's wait for the actual attack. Monster. Trade League. So who's the leader of the league? Excellent. Who's the leader of the Protestants? Oh, Brabant. So if we declared on Brabant, they bring the entirety of the his league in. Ah. Growth of business draperies. Okay. Super production in Macedonia is quite good. It's already a good trade good. Crusader happened to us. Roll of armies plus 10%. National manpower modifier. Good. Healer prestige. Papal influence. All that good stuff. What do we want to spend our stuff on? Diplo rep would. Yeah, let's get Diplo rep. It'll help this along. It's been very slow. I'll also grab levy church tax. These Ottomans can't get across to us. We'll fan out and take stuff. Oh, Milan's going to take it. Excellent. Why were you moving? Attacking its Ottomans in the Austrian crusade against the Ottomans? No. Oh, this isn't a crusade, is it? I mean, it's not Duesvolt. It's for conquest. Whereas the Austrians called for the crusade and now they have Duesvolted into him. The bastards. Well, I'm going to cover off on all the land so that you can't take anything off him. Even if Milan does something stupid like move off that siege. I'm going to be taking these two provinces. Austria just there, stabbing us in the back. Knew that we wanted to get into the Ottomans, but you held off on calling for a crusade until we'd actually declared our war. I see how it is. You're not getting it, Austria. I will cover off on every single thing that I can lay my hands on before you get here. Also, I need to spend a little bit of admin. There we go. Kebab getting removed. Yep. Yeah. I mean, he's been bankrupt twice, so it's not amazing work. We're just mopping up now. Looks like Austria is going to take out the Ottoman stack, or he's heading towards it. No, Kandar's looking to get him squished. That's not going to work though, is it? Oh, Milan's here. Hi, Milan. Kandar. When do you get integrated? 65, that's a long time. Also, what's this? Build a treasury. Yearly inflation reduction. Do we have inflation? A tiny bit. Yeah, got them. We should build some stuff. Manufacturers. Sounds like a good plan. You're in my trade node. What else is? Manchuria is in my trade node. As is Istria. Now things that feed into it. Or workshops. Nope, that's fine. That'll do for the moment. We'll keep 500 in the bank just for emergencies. You never know. Also, this is a bug because we're in home waters. We shouldn't have the attrition skull on our galleys. Unless it's showing attrition because we can't feed sailors into them. Could be a thing. No point in taking that early. Oh, the Austrians. Austrians? People say declared war in Genoa. Right. The Austrians are taking out Ottoman lands. Excellent. Ottomans. I would like this land up here so that the Austrians can't actually take anything from you. Oh, that's a lot though. We can do that. Safe in the knowledge that the Austrians can't do much to the Ottomans. They're insiders now. Will do. Until we get better CB, it's just going to be nibbling little bits every now and then. Right, so we've cut off Austria from the Ottomans, which means Austria can no longer take land off him. We've taken war rights and we've taken a load of his money as well. Austria will probably force him into bankruptcy. That is fine. No sailors, yeah. Yeah, we did pop out a load of galleys because I thought that fighting the Spanish was going to be a lot more difficult than it was. Turns out wasn't the case. How far over are we? Quite far. Let's get rid of 22 galleys in their entirety. That's better. Okay. That's a little bit better. I lost the effects of Crusade. Okay. Someone else on outrage countries. The aggressive expansion is really starting to be felt. Also, Ottomans, thank you for contributing to my manufacturer's fund. There we go. The Papal State doesn't like us. If we got him into the positives with us. Have a call. Aggressive expansion. Yeah, that's fairly bad. Who are you allied with? No one particularly good. Yeah, that's not stability. And Spain's getting involved. Spain. Who are you war with? Still at war with France. Well, it's Spain that's pushing into France. Right, now we need Milan to be integrated. And we need Roma. At that point we can flip Italian. Also 7% ahead of time. 7% is fine. I'll take all that. Got the -5 for everything, so we're only really 2% penalty on tech there. But for 2% penalty, we get insane bonuses for being ahead of time. At least if you don't get the bonuses for being ahead of time on military, of course. I can make some more states. Can we though? Yeah, another 2. Why does it make sense? Tuscany, definitely. Where else? Northern Greece. Yeah, maybe Northern Greece. Or do we save it? I will want to state this province here, this state here, so I can give Sinope to the burghers. So we'll keep hold of one state, have a floating state to fiddle with. And the clergy and the nobility both desire some land. Clergy, what do you want? I have 70% salt here. That's enough for you. We have 60% berries down there. That have the nobility's name written all over it. Yep. Nobility love berries. That'll do. I think I'm going to save these goals. Yeah, I think I'm going to save these goals. When are you going monarchy? Already monarchy? We already flipped out of the nonsense of a republic. Now we flipped to monarchy. Well, no, we flipped to a dictatorship first. And then afterwards it was an administrative monarchy or something like that. And then we flipped to despotic monarchy afterwards. So that's your peace deal. What was it? Almost pays war reparations for 10 years. Ottomans pay 380 ducats to Austria. Austria suffers 0 aggressive expansion because he couldn't expand because we cut him off. Because we're smart. Excellent. there anywhere that we can sit? Where are we going to war next? I don't think we can go to war. It's got to be in Italy, isn't it? That's a lot. That's quite a bad map. It's probably going to be another fight into Italy. Once people have worked up a certain amount of aggressive expansion, you just need to keep jumping on their faces. Caraman is going to be that kind of person. Palmer, 110. A view of a minus 110 to our aggressive expansion, but because improved relations are so high, he'll never join a coalition. That's why improved relations are so brilliant. Right, knights. Decline war into the knights. Brings in Savoy. Why? And what happened with Cyprus? I thought you had an alliance with the knights. They did at some point. At some point it has been broken. Oh, the Ottomans are claiming things. I don't think the Ottomans should be claiming things. Do we have a claim upon... Yeah, come back from my ally Austria. Don't think he's ever going to join a coalition against us. Against Caraman. Breaking truce, no CB, and it brings in Gazi Komak. Excellent, because Gazi Komak is allied to... no one. No one. So I think I can bring him in as a co-belligerent. I think co-belligerencies don't activate guarantees, but I'd have to look that up. Yeah, we flipped to monarchy. I think it was at the Age of Reformation. I think we had the first age of discovery as a republic, and it was alright for generating monarch points, but it wasn't brilliant. I don't know if it's just Merchant Republic, I don't know if it's just Venice, but I seem to get a hell of a lot of really bad events pop up with Merchant Republic. Time after time losing stability and then losing loads of Republican tradition and all sorts. And the factions that Merchant Republics get are really weak. Didn't like them. Ottoman separatists and Wallachian separatists. Should probably immediately just get rid of those. There's no point in having them. We're on the edge of absolutism. There's no penalty for increasing autonomy. It's fairly worthless land anyway. Rather not fight those rebels. Hamid and Kara-Shah. For Hamid and Kara-Shah, I could do with the stability. I could do with the Pope giving me a stability. Okay, France is the dude of the empire. So it looks like Spain might get excommunicated there. It'd be useful. It would be useful. But having Austria and France. It'd be useful in dismantling of Spain. Thing is, if we ever pick up the ability to claim throne, attack into one or the other, you know that the other one would come in. Austria would come in against France. France would come in against Austria. I'd just have to keep them sweet. hell of a lot of bad events popping up. Welcome to your world. Yeah. Dylan's asleep in the box. Actually, no. He's licking his armpit. Ugh. Why do you want an alliance? Friendly attitude. We have common rivals with Spain. You've now rivaled Poland. So we don't have rival of rival here anymore. But it's France though. It's easy mode, isn't it? Get an alliance with France. We'll get the royal marriage. Damn it. Well, Kandar's going to be out soon. And I'm going to wait until he's generated a bit of war score before I offer that alliance. I don't want to get dragged into his war. At best, we lose manpower. At worst, he ends up giving us some land down here. And we end up with a giant coalition against us. Need to find a way of increasing my Diplo rep. Go grab the Diplo rep, advisor. Offer of knowledge sharing, I will accept that immediately, thank you very much. So it should now spread through our capital state a lot quicker. Yeah, a lot quicker. That's why if I've got any amount of points that I need to dump, I like to try and develop my capital state. No. No. So Poland, France. Austria, France, how are you getting on with you all? He's not winning it. And Kiev, no. Kiev is a thing. How's the aggressive expansion with people? It's coming down gradually. Karaman, we're just going to have to eat. And continue to eat. In 61. January of 61. We'll try and finish off Karaman. And who needs a little bit of love in here? Burghers lose town influence. Clergy gains town influence. I'll do. I value the trade efficiency more. What else I need to build? Marketplace? No, that's all been built where it needs to be built. Shipyards? No. I could put a church in Verona, I suppose. A little bit late for churches now. Earlier you can put churches down, the better, of course. What time is it? It's starting to get really hot in my room. I can feel my powers of thinking dwindling away. Why am I constantly improving relations with Austria? Right. Let's take that idea. So what cost to justify trade conflict? No, it's no. Venetian ideas are fairly poor. Yeah, come back from Austria. Still Austria, still outraged. Well, yeah, a little bit, but why though? Alright, Spain and France taking lumps out of each other. I think it's going to turn into who can work up the most. Which is good for us. Every single mercenary that they grab lowers their professionalism. It's like the AI just hasn't got a clue about professionalism. They don't really value it that much. So you can get late on in the game and have countries with not a lot of professionalism. Not the big ones anyway. Moblics are at the same as us. Who else? France is only 2% behind. Spain might be languishing. They've got a few... Actually, no. France has got a lot of works, hasn't he? Yeah, France has got 25 mercenaries. I expected less professionalism from him, unless he's been drilling his troops and unless he's been getting events, of course. Who's going to win? Depends what ideas, actually. You like to think France with his heavies, but you never know with Spain. Alright, so Spain won. Didn't expect that. Still not making your calls. You can't make me. 1,000 ducats. I didn't do institution spread. I might pick up institution spread next. I don't want to join the Reformation. No, not really. Don't want to join the religious war. What? Not even trying. Not even trying, and Salzburg loves us. Where was our troops? Let's head towards Karaman. They are the next to die. In when? January of next year. But I think that's where I'm going to leave it, ladies and gentlemen. I can feel my palms sweating. Mum's spaghetti and all that lot. And yeah, it's getting far too hot in my room now for doing things like this. So 11, you've kind of only just turned up, but the hot weather has got the best of me. But it's like I open my window, but then I've got an open window, but then I've got a computer behind me pumping out hot air as well. So I can't win. I've only got a tiny window in my room as well. But yeah, we'll get around to December. We'll evaluate where we're up to. We've been kind of held back a little bit by our aggressive expansion. In the early days, not having access to the states, not having a reliable source of improved relations, dude, really hinders us. Let's get the institution spread. So you're present there, present there, present there, present there. Also 10 edicts off. So the offer of knowledge sharing is now gone. And yeah, with it through our capital, we've got enough development in our capital state for it to more than make up. And then we just have to spend money, a couple of loans. Well, we don't need loans because we make loads of money, but a couple of loans and you've got the institution at an early stage. So deving your capital state. Make your capital, if you can, a big one. Dev your capital state so that when someone does offer knowledge sharing, it's a good portion of your development. So it's yeah. Embraced in 4 of 68 provinces, which it is just our capital state. That is just our capital state, which is 26.9% of the entire Venetian development. So it makes sense. It's expensive in terms of monarch points, especially when you start pushing it into 20s and 30s. But it allows you to grab institutions fairly quickly. But that's where I'm going to leave it for now, ladies and gentlemen. It might cool down later in the day, although I'm probably going to be away watching the England game this evening, which means drunken nonsense. So it might be Friday. Might be Friday before I jump back onto this. But we'll eat Caraman. Might be able to feed a province or two to Candel before he gets integrated. Need to get rid of him. We're not ever going to get him into positive relations. We're not ever going to get him out of... He's always going to be a candidate for joining the coalition. So we might as well eliminate him if we can. Kiev is no longer allied to Russia. Georgia, Ryazan, Novgorod. Occupied by Kiev. Ryazan, Georgia, Novgorod. Kiev is no longer allied to Russia. So guess where we're going next time? And it's an area where we don't have much aggressive expansion. In terms of culture, we don't have much aggressive expansion here. So thanks, Kiev. Hopefully he'll take these 2 provinces. Allows us to walk around and get into Kiev fairly easily. Alright, so until tomorrow. From the monarchy that is Venice. What is the monarchy? Crescenzi. Cool. So, until tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, do take care.